that was going to go wrong went wrong this year. I am one of those people. I trusted God for something and it went the other way. But tonight, child of God, I have come to remind you that it is not always that God will stop things from happening to you so that he be deemed God. Sometimes God will allow things to happen so that he can be deemed God, so that he can be glorified. The Bible says that though you pass through waters, you will not drown. Though you pass through rivers, though you pass, let's just read there. When you pass through waters, I will be with you. When you pass through rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. That sometimes, child of God, God will not always bail you out. I love listening to Apostle Joshua Selman. And one of the things I have learned from him is that don't always be too quick to send pain away. I learned from a man of God that I deeply honor that God will use pain and people to form you into what he wants you to become. Sometimes, child of God, in fact, almost all the time, most ministries that have impacted life, most ministers of the gospel, most CEOs, most people, most businessmen, if you ask them their story, they will tell you that an idea came after they had fallen to the ground, or an idea came when they didn't know what to do. Child of God, just because God did not stop something from happening, it doesn't mean that God was not there with you. The Bible in the book of Daniel chapter 3, it explains about the 3 Hebrew boys. These boys, they had worshipped God. They had been tempted to stop worshiping him. They had been tempted to bow down to the image of King Nebuchadnezzar, but they said no. And even they went ahead to say, we know our God, but even if he doesn't come through for us, we will still not bow. Child of God, I want you to know that these Hebrew boys, they indeed were thrown into the fire